So living in a country where, a lot of Americans are just obsessed with true crime. I mean, Dateline is just such a success. And a lot of those shows are like, spouses. These are guys who just don't want to pay child support anymore, get a divorce, and they figure, oh, well, it's going to cost me more to get a divorce. Let me just kill the bitch. Don't say it's not true. It happens all the time in America. It's one of our systemic problems. I said the bad word. I'm going to tell you something. This is disturbing on so many levels, and it should be, for just the plain facts. It should also be a big red flag to the LGBTQ plus community all over the country, because there are a lot of women out there that look like this. There are a lot of transgender men out there that look like this. I look like this. This was in New York. This is a pretty safe place if it's not Texas or Alabama or something where you kind of expect something like this. Well, let me clear that up. We don't expect anything like this in America. This is beyond depravity. And I've done a lot of time, and I know some sick fucks. But this is beyond sick. And I'm going to tell you. And a lot of the facts, a lot of the details, let me say, have not been released. But it sounds like it was two couples, male and female couples, and then another person, probably the owner of the hotel where they were staying, he was staying at a lodge motel. And I don't know, I can see how this could happen. Unfortunately, I could see it pretty easily. Well, I think there's a transgender folk. I think there's one of those transgender people staying at your here motel. I mean, what is wrong with these kind of freaks? That they think they are allowed to exist on earth, on God's green earth, with the rest of us devout and upright Christians. And I can see how something like this could happen. Oh my God, I mean, I wonder what kind of genitals they have. You want to go see? Yeah, we should go see. And then they just prop each other up and give each other courage in a group. Oh, I think we should go kidnap her. I think we should go knock on its door and see what's up with it. I mean, I'd really like to see what it's got between its legs. And then once we see it once, let's just keep looking at it at disbelief. Lord help this transgender man if he was pre-op, because that means, well, either way, there's mechanism for rape involved. Rape isn't about sex at all. It's about power and humiliation, but mostly power. And I'd like to say that this is one of the most disturbing articles that I've read, and I know I will continue to say that with each update that comes out about this poor man who was tortured for months. More than a months, kept in his room and tortured. And we know what torture means. I mean, you can say torture, but we know what torture means when we're talking about, hyper radicalized heterosexual right-wing MAGA nuts. How else would you torture? I mean, I just, what, you're going to try to get him to admit that he doesn't have gender dysphoria? He's not legitimate? He doesn't have legitimate rights to transsexuality? Over here. Come this way, baby. I mean, are you kidding me? This is so sick. I want everybody to boost this story. I don't care where you see it, if it's with me or any other page. Every time you see this fucking story, boost the shit out of it. And pray for this